Well, overnight into Saturday, Russia launched its biggest aerial attack on Ukraine so far this year, with a barrage of missiles and drones targeting cities including the capital, Kyiv, and Ukraine's second largest city, Kharkiv. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said more than 370 drones and 21 missiles were used in the attacks, which Kyiv's mayor said killed at least one person. More than a dozen people were also injured. The attacks came just hours ahead of a second day of peace talks between delegations from Ukraine, Russia and the United States in Abu Dhabi. In a social media post, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky hailed the trilateral talks as constructive, noting that the central focus of the discussions was the possible parameters for ending the war. The Ukrainian president added that US officials suggested formalizing these parameters as well as the security conditions required to achieve them. Images shared by a UAE government spokesperson show delegations from all three nations present in the same room, the first time since the start of Russia's invasion of Ukraine in 2022. According to President Zelensky, further meetings could take place as early as next week. The question of territory is widely understood to have been the major sticking point in peace negotiations, with the focus said to be on Ukraine's mineral-rich eastern Donbas region, made up of the Donetsk and Luhansk regions. Russia has long demanded that Kyiv gives up parts of the Donbas it still controls, a demand Ukraine has repeatedly rejected. Zelensky has, however, previously signalled his willingness to make some key concessions, including withdrawing troops from parts of the Donbas region not currently occupied by Russian forces. Although any withdrawal of troops would have to be reciprocal, according to Zelensky, with Moscow expected to give up as much Ukrainian territory in the Donbas region as that ceded by Kyiv, and those pockets of the Donbas becoming demilitarized zones as a result. The Trump administration has pressured Ukraine to accept a peace deal, despite widespread concerns such an arrangement could favor Moscow. The US is being represented in these talks by President Donald Trump's special envoy to the Middle East, Steve Witkoff, and his son-in-law, Jared Kushner. Both Witkoff and Kushner are also said to be meeting with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu on Saturday, as tensions in the Middle East also remain high. Nada Bashir, CNN in London.